Hey guys, welcome or welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Jamie, and this will be a reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So, of course, the reading cannot resonate for everyone. Only take it if it does, discard it if it doesn't. Remember that there is no gender. If I pull a king or a queen, I could be talking about anyone. It's all about the personality I describe. I do take private personals. The information's in the description below. If you'd like to become a member, you can find all the information for that in the membership tab, or you can hit join below. I do give all of my extended readings there. You do get early access to all of these readings. I also do members-only readings, tarot lessons. We do some mental health education with live chats. So yeah, you can check that out. I feel like I was just rambling on with that. So we have fake flexing, acts rich, flosses. We have inner warrior. I am powerful. My spirit is strong and resilient. I overcome any challenge that I face. My inner warrior is brave. We have your commitment is being tested. And path, wander on the path less traveled. What you find might surprise you. What's this energy for Cancer? The Six of Pentacles is the overall energy here. Okay. So we have the King of Swords, the Queen of Swords, the Page of Pentacles. The High Priestess, the King of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles. At the bottom of the deck, the Hierophant, Taurus energy. Got Cancer, Pisces on the High Priestess. It's kind of interesting. You know, I feel like the same old way that you've been doing something is sort of a problem here. But so, like, you know, the Hierophant can be like, you know, obviously traditional, or just like doing the same thing over and over again. It's like a tradition, you know. I feel like, you know, you've been mostly dealing with people, and I feel like this is on a financial scene, right? Like where you deal with people who floss, like, but it's fake flexing. Like they act like they have more than they do, and then they offer you less than you're worth, or they can't come up with what they do owe you, or people just, you know, it's like there's something in whatever industry that you're in, or whatever, I think, job that you've been keeping up with. Like this is a traditional, like brick and mortar, like 9 to 5 or something. These people are a fucking joke to you. That's kind of how I'm looking at it. Like you're so tired of like listening to the nonsense when it comes to people and what they can and can't give and what they can and can't do. It's like, I think for a lot of you, you might have like your own business too, like a side hustle or something. So you're aware of what people can and can't do. And I feel like here you're just about to step out of this. I think that when it comes to like a traditional position, it's just not for you. It's not cutting it anymore. Like you're starting to see through, I think, things that you couldn't see before. It's like when you work for people in a corporation or something like that, it's like from the outside, everything looks really good. But when you work on the inside, it's all chaos and nonsense. It's like constantly screwing the employees, to make sure that the CEO gets more money next year and things like that. And I feel like, you're about to just break out of this pattern. I think for a lot of you, it's like, this is not your path and you know it. Like I feel like really stressed. And I feel like you're also tired of being fake. I feel like whatever it is that you do here, you have to show up and put on this fake ass smile and act like you like what you're doing. When lo and behold, there's this king, queen of swords who you kind of want to strangle. I also kind of feel like they provoke you in a way. Like I feel like, the two of them, they're like in cahoots with like kind of screwing everybody over here. I feel like when it comes to money, they play games. It's kind of like, oh, I have to go through my boss, who has to go through their boss, who has to go through their boss. And it's like, 2 years later, you just still didn't get the raise you were looking for. So I feel like here, there's something happening specifically in the end of November where I think you're expecting something to come in. There's like, you're expecting like a bonus or like a raise, something that you're expecting, like maybe this is like at the year-end review, like, something like that. It's like, I don't know. Something is happening here where like you're about to just bust in a new direction because whatever's being offered to you here, like I'm not kidding. When I say you're gonna feel like this is a fucking joke, you know what I mean? This would be like if say you were waiting 2 years on a raise, right? And then the 2 years passes and they finally give you a raise and it's like 40 cents. It would be something like that, and I feel, it's like, and it's, you might even think that people are being like absolute dicks. The truth is, like, they ain't got it like they make it look. Like, they're really like massively in debt or something. Some of you work for like a couple, like these two are actually like married, and they're pretending that they have it together better than they do. They're actually going through like some legal disputes. They have some things going on behind the scenes. And I think they're going to test you. I think that they're like, whatever this is almost like a slap in the face. It's like insulting, I think, but I think that it's going to push you in the right direction. So I would be aware that, like, if you've been at a job for a while and you've already seen some like really like sneaky, like cutthroat shit, someone's going to piss you all the way off, but that's supposed to happen because I feel like, with the Hierophant and the High Priestess, like, that you were supposed to leave this like a minute ago. You've seen all the fucking signs. There's been 10 million red flags. People have spoken to you crazy. They've made up wild excuses. I think for some of you, these are two people that should be locked up. The way they be screwing with paperwork and pay and stuff, I mean that, like... A lot of you are supposed to be doing something, and for some of you it's like a spiritual thing too with the High Priestess and the Hierophant, but it's like everything in you told you like a minute ago that you were supposed to move and you just still haven't done that, and I think out of comfort, it's like somebody's about to piss you off to the point where you finally just step out and do your own thing or step out and do something that will give you what you deserve out of it. I feel like for a lot of you it's like... It would be, say that I did have like a small like business, right? Like, well, I do. Let's say, okay, let's talk that, right? So I work a 9 to 5 and I have this tarot thing going on. But like the way that I make money in my side hustle, doing something that I really, really like to do with people that I actually want to be around, is paying me four times the amount of what my employer can per hour, but my employer wants all of my time and all of my energy. And so I'm stuck like at this nonsense that they're handing me when I really have this opportunity to kind of just step out and do my own thing. Somebody's going to push your button that far, to where you're like, you know what, I'm just going to try it, because I really think that unfortunately somebody here like has been given sign after sign after sign and just like still hasn't moved their feet, and that never works out well. That's where the Tower comes in, right? Tell me about the Hierophant. Excuse me. For some of you, there's a new job offer coming in. Could be from a Taurus person. Not that you would probably know that up front, but this is a person that really is like, they're not one to play any games. They don't just be talking the talk. Like, they clearly are offering like what you're looking for here, so they do have it. It's like a different opportunity is coming in here, that's for sure, but then it gives you two options. So I feel like some of you are just stepping out on your own. For others of you, there's a new job offer coming in, and it will benefit you greatly to take it, Because these other people really are, like, I kid you not. Somebody didn't move their feet. The universe has been trying to point you to like do something for a minute, like, and you just sat there and let some people or a person like really take advantage of you. So the Tower, the Four of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles. Some of you are definitely supposed to step out and do your own damn thing here with this Nine of Pentacles. But the Page of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, the Three of Cups. Bottom of the deck, the Three of Swords. What's crazy is like, you've been thinking on this for a minute. You've already seen who two people are with the King and the Queen of Swords, like how manipulative, how crooked, which aren't usually what I would say with these cards, except with all of these weird cards around them about like your situation here. You were already supposed to leave the situation. I think there already was even an offer proposed to you before. Something about the comfortability. Well, the universe is not playing that anymore. Everything, I'm telling you, somebody's about to really piss you off, and it's like the divine is making this decision for you. You need to step away from this. It's taking too much of your time and energy, and it's not giving you enough in return. There's a different offer coming. It's going to require a lot of work, but with the Three of Cups and the Three of Swords, I feel like you're going to be celebrating leaving a place this time. I'm telling you right now, like, some of you should have left a place a minute ago. Some of you had an offer a minute ago, and you didn't take it. You chose to stay with the place when they made you an offer, and they were fake flexing. Like, whatever they kind of promised you was like a fucking game, or you're going to realize somebody's playing games here when it comes to money. These are people that don't really got it like you would think they do. They're not actually able to give you more than they're offering you. So you need to keep that in mind, And I think a lot of you, it's like they're literally playing you right in your face. It's like you're expecting to finally be able to, maybe make all the rent and all the bills at the end of the month. And it's like, they're offering you just enough to not pay the electric bill after like several years of employment or something. It's just, I feel like there's other kind of stuff going on here. I don't feel like it's a great workplace. I feel like it's also quite toxic. I feel like these people don't run a tight ship outside of like the mess. But I feel like whatever these people offer to you here is going to finally be that turning point where you actually get angry enough with that inner warrior to stick up for yourself, leave this place, and move on to something new here. So what's the advice in the situation? The Eight of Swords, the Queen of Wands in the reverse, the Page of Swords, at the bottom of the deck, the Star, Aquarius energy. Ace of Wands again. More aces. So I feel like, it's like you might, I don't know, I feel like some of you feel like you don't have a different skill set, or you're like afraid to leave a job because, at least it's secure where it is right now. There's something about you not taking action it's telling you that that's kind of like why this is happening. I don't know. Again, it's like you chose to sit there. If you choose to blindly allow things to happen, if you willingly choose to feel like you're stuck in a situation or there's nothing that you can do about it and you just don't do anything, then you're just allowing it. I feel like here there's an opportunity coming in to change this, and you have to like really have some boundaries up front in this next situation. I feel like, it's the Ace of Wands, the Ten of Cups. So definitely move into something new here, but it's saying, in the future that like when you start to see something where things aren't fair. And I think that's really what this comes down to, then you need to exit. If it's not resonating with what you need in life, if it's not giving you, everything that you need, especially in a job, because most jobs are going to be pretty miserable. Nobody has like super high expectations of their jobs. Now, careers can be different, but most jobs are fucking miserable, But the expectation at least should be somewhere around, living comfortably. It's like some of you have allowed people to just like use and abuse you. This could be in all kinds of relationships. Usually people with this type of mindset, it's in all of their aspects of life. It's not just financial. I just feel like here, the universe is like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I've clearly set a path for you. I've given you opportunities to leave. I've showed you all the signs here that people are not straight, they're crooked as hell, and you still chose to stay. And it's like, it's, some of you, I think, need to be accountable. Like, the reason all of this is happening is like, yeah, maybe these two people are involved and attached to why, but like the real reason it's happening is because you don't have boundaries and you just keep staying in a situation. You can't do that in the future. And I think that when you move into this new thing, you may actually be mad at how long you decided to stay stuck in this other job and not move towards something new. Like, as soon as, it's like when you get into something, it's like all of a sudden this workplace is healthy and the pay is a lot better, and this is the reality of jobs today, right? It's like if you go get a job, let's say at like a local restaurant, there's probably going to be a lot of drama, a lot of craziness in there. There's, it's like, your money's going to fluctuate, your schedule's going to fluctuate. It's a lot, But, if you go work at a call center, you get like salary, your same schedule every week. You get like 2 weeks paid vacation and a whole bunch of benefits. Maybe people are a little bit cranky, but at least they're on the phone and not screaming in your damn face, and you don't got to make them a burger. It's like, pick your poison here. Obviously, like, something that you're doing here was, maybe making some money, but like it didn't suit your soul, and like you just chose to sit there miserably just to, I think, get by. And unfortunately, Spirit's saying, hey, try to tell you, bro. It's time now. You better go get a new job. And this is not for everybody. If you don't have a toxic ass job where you're getting screwed, I'm not telling you to leave your job. And I'm not telling anybody to leave their job before they're set up either. But some of you, it's like this week, people are going to really piss you off. Something that you're expecting is not going to be what you expect. It's going to be a problem. Sorry. See you soon.